guys, it's Amy, and I'm sorry that I've been gone for a while, but this is the week 21 and 22 update for the Mounjaro journey so far. So I think when I last spoke to you, it was week 20, I was 9 stone 10, or I think it's 136 pounds, and I want to say my BMI was about 27.5, something like that. So, well, the past 2 weeks, in fairness, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. So there's been definitely some highlights. I went to the ABBA voyage. I'll put a picture up here. It was amazing. Like, if you want to go, I'd say definitely do it. Like, I'd go again. So hopefully they'll change the set list soon. And it was just a really good time, really good atmosphere. There weren't that many people dressed up, but it didn't really matter. Like, I had a great time. And then obviously I've been home for a bit at the minute. So I'm kind of between places at the minute, and so that's kind of why it's been a bit hectic, so I haven't done the video yet. But anyway, so in the past 2 weeks since we last spoke, I've put on 2 pounds, so that means I'm now 138 pounds, or 9 stone 12, and I'm not surprised, because like I was on 7.5 milligrams. So this is I'm nearly at 6 months now since I started Mounjaro, and I was on 7.5 milligrams. But to be honest, I just felt like it wasn't doing anything. Like, the food noise was back. And I must say, the past few weeks especially, it's like, I mean, if you cast your minds back to the time like before you were on Mounjaro, do you know when you're like almost feral for food? Like, you just can't stop thinking about food. Like, you're just like inhaling food. It was like that. Like, honestly, I got this Chinese, it was gone in seconds. Like, but the thing is, for the first time since I started, the past month, I've actually been craving food. I've been craving takeaways. I've been like gagging for it. Do you know what I mean? So I think, so that really scares me, because I thought, oh no. And in fairness, because I've been at home a lot, I have only been to the gym like twice in the past 2 weeks, which again, I think in a row it was like 10 days off or something, which was horrible, and I just felt horrible after. So I am obviously going to get back into my gym routine. But to be honest though, I suppose it's almost a non-scale victory, because then, you know, I didn't let myself get back into this all or nothing mindset. So with that £2 gain, then there's still, I think, £15 or £16 for me to lose until I'm in the healthy BMI range for my height, because I'm 4'11". So I think the healthy range for me is about 6 stone 8 to 8 stone 11. But in my adult life, I've not been 8 stone 11. The most I got down to on diets or whatever was about 9 stone 2. And at the time I thought it was enormous, but looking at pictures, I was skinny. So I don't know how I feel about the 8 stone 11 thing, but at the minute we're not there yet, are we? Because we've had a bit of a backtrack. So yeah, it's been a bit like, I think I've been feeling, it did scare me, the fact that, you know, the food noise was back, but it was back with a vengeance. Like, I was rabid. Like, and honestly, there was, like, I could eat, and I was thinking about food all the time. So I've just gone up to 10 milligrams, and the food noise is quieting down a bit, and I'm not like gagging for a takeaway anymore. But yeah, it is really scary, because I thought, oh my God, like, do you know what I mean? Because it's like, when it stops working, am I just gonna, I think it was scary how easily I slipped back to where I was, if that makes sense. Like, when you're thinking about food and you're gagging for food and you know, eating way more than you need to, like, it's a bit scary. So I'm hoping that now I'm on 10 milligrams, I'm hoping that now that's done and dusted, I've got it out my system, and I'm back on track, because I would like to reach the healthy BMI range by December, by Christmas, which I think is doable. Obviously now I'm aware that now that I'm on 10 milligrams, there's not really much more to go in terms of like titrating up. So obviously 12.5 and 15, but I really am hopeful that I can stay on 10 milligrams and that I'm not going to have to go up to 12.5 and 15, because I want them in my back pocket for, do you know what I mean, times like this. Because I was really surprised, because when I first went on 7.5, it was great. But then obviously, so yeah, so I think, I don't know, obviously there's been a lot going on, like there's been, you know, some change in my life recently, which I think has contributed, like lack of structure, lack of routine. So I think that's probably got something to do with it as well. Like, it's just, everything's just a bit all over the place. But so yeah, I put on £2. I am a bit upset about it, but I'm not shocked. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking about the McDonald's, I'm thinking about the beef and black bean sauce that I'd ate in 2 seconds. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm kind of almost blessed that it's only £2. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'm trying not to beat myself up over it, but it is like, oh, Because, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the thing is, don't dwell on it. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully, I'm hopeful now that I can get back on track. So I went to the gym today. You know, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. And yeah. So anyway, so non-scale victories. Number one, I actually tried on a skirt that I hadn't worn in about 5 years. And it's a size 10 and it nearly zipped up. I'll put a picture. Now, there's no way I'm a size 10. There's no way, I don't even think I'm a size 12. Because obviously, because of the proportions, like, I just don't think my stomach would fit into anything that's a size 12. So I'm too scared. I don't think I want to buy new clothes until I actually get to a healthy BMI, because I don't want to keep having to buy new clothes and it's expensive. But I am sort of curious as to what size I am. I think I want to say I did my waist like measurements the other day and it was 30.5 inches, but I could be lying because I'm sure recently it was 31 or 31.5. I've got my tape measure actually. I'll have a look and we'll see. So yeah, so that's definitely a massive non-scale victory. And also, you know, I fell off the wagon, as it were. But I suppose you can also turn that into a little positive and be like, well, you're back on it now. And in the past, if you'd have been derailed in any way, shape or form from a diet, you'd have been like, right, that's it, sod it then, not going to bother, you know, and go get 50 takeaways in a week. So I suppose we can spin that into a victory, that I am now back on track. I'm optimistic. You know, the past few weeks, it's been up and down. It's been up and down. There's been peaks and troughs. But it is nice to be back home with my family, with the cats. Aber Voyage was great. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I know some of you already. If you're new to me, then hello. I'm Amy and I've lost 44 pounds since I started Monjaro and 50 pounds since January. Because I think in some of my YouTube shorts I was like, oh, 50 pounds lost or whatever. And I think people are a bit confused. It's like, because that 6 pounds that I lost between January and April still counts. It still counts. Yeah, highest weight of 188 pounds, which obviously at 4'11", I was not small. It was, let's say it was noticeable. I was big. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, like, I still look in the mirror and I think, because I don't know, like the other day, I think it's because it's psychological, isn't it? Because the other day I looked in the mirror and I was, you know, I was like, oh wow, as if I'm doing well. But then obviously now I've put this 2 pounds on. Like, I looked in the mirror this morning, I was like, oh, you're really fat and horrible. But I think that is just psychological, isn't it? So it's just like, but I need to look at how far I've come. Like, if you look at my Instagram, I'll put the link to my Instagram in the description if I can figure out how to do that. It's at Amy May MJ, so it's the same as my YouTube channel. But I've got a sort of before and after pic from either January or from April to now, and you can see my tummy. So I suppose that is a non-scale victory. Like, normally I'd rather drop dead before I showed anyone my tummy. Do you know what I mean? But it's out there on Instagram if you want to see it. And what else am I doing at the moment? I've also joined TikTok, so I'll put a little thing of my TikTok here. Yeah, it's a bit, I'm sort of trying to get to grips with how TikTok and Instagram work. And obviously, you know, I need to keep up with the YouTube as well. But what I am doing at the minute is the 30-day soft challenge. Now, obviously, I mentioned it before, it's kind of like the 75 soft challenge, except I refuse to commit to 75 days. And to be honest, even 30, but what it is, I make the rules, right? So I'm going to try and do 45 minutes of some sort of movement a day, which includes walking or doing whatever, going up the stairs. Try and drink about 2 to 3 litres of water a day, which I do anyway. Like, I drink a lot. It's almost, I'm kind of avoid like psychogenic polydipsia sort of territory, but anyway. So drink 2 to 3 litres of water, do 45 minutes of movement and read 10 pages of a book every day for 30 days. Now, bearing in mind, I've made this challenge up, and so I can change the rules at any time. Like, when I took a week off the gym, I think I was on like day 8 of the challenge before I didn't go to the gym for a week. And then I just posted day 9 like nothing ever happened. And like it was 10 days later. Do you know what I mean? So I am just kind of making it up as I go along, which is what you need to do for your own health journey, isn't it? Like, I'm not going to, you know, beat myself up being like, oh no, you've got, and I'm not going to start again. You'll get 30 days. It'll be a 30-day challenge. The 30 days don't have to be consecutive. I never said that. So yeah, so I'm sorry that the uploads took so long. I've just, you know, even before, I've like done my makeup and I've been like, oh, I'll do it. And then, I don't know, it just like, I just lose the motivation. And I think as well, because obviously I've put 2 pounds on, I'm like, oh no, like, what's everyone going to say? Like, they're going to be disappointed. And like, I don't know, it's just a bit, because I was doing well and I have got a bit disheartened. But at the end of the day, it's £2, not 2 stone. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you've just got to give yourself a little reality check, haven't you? And just be like, get a grip, move on. And that's what I'm hopefully going to do now. So if you look at my TikTok and my Instagram, I'm doing the 30-day soft challenge, and I'm putting the gym vlogs on my TikTok and Instagram and YouTube shorts, I think, but no one actually watches them, guys. They only have like 5 views each. So if you do want to see me do my little workouts every day, then be sure to check that out. I've also got a playlist. It's basically called My Monjaro Journey or something. I'll show you a picture here. And if you want to see my journey from the start, from when I was then 182 pounds and my hair was a lot bluer, then be sure to go through that. And I've also got another playlist, which is like my gym vlogs and stuff, because I've done some gym vlogs before, which I've really enjoyed. So yeah, so any questions, let me know. And I'll keep you guys all updated. I want to know how you guys are doing. So yeah, so with the £2 gain, that means £44 since April on Monjaro in 23 weeks and £50 since January. So it's decent, do you know what I mean? It's decent, but I think I need to start getting back on track now. And I think I will, but this is just to update you all. I've put £2 on. Don't look at me, I'm ashamed. But next week, I'll be telling you I've lost something. Or at least, you know, but we'll see. So yeah, so please follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. Is that what it's called? Subscribe, I don't know. Do something with them, have a look at them, like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.